100s and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Right here. Watch the slant. My 52. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 52.
First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Isabella. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 15. Check 15.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 5 now. Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go. Swift. Hey.
On first down, Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Here we go. 1 to 54. Why you think you gonna get this? Slam. Kill. Check.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Third and long for Prescott. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Bird to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Murray now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get
Prescott now. Forced out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
1st down, Arizona.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 56. Check. 57. It's out here. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Good job.
Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
First down,
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's go now. Target.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Yeah. Use the mic. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Check out. 64. Wait. You can the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, Swift. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there, 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice, sweetheart. Here we go, kill. Turn under. Kill, turn up. Hey, 47. 56.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Watch the curl.
To throw on third down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. This will be fielded at the 6. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack. Murray going long here for Wallace. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Man open, it's Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, 47.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Well, tackled that time by Akello Witherspoon.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Get your swerve on. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
First down, Murray. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Now the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get at it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 10 yards out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards, the final tally. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott, and it's a fumble, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 34 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Let's work.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down, Cardinals.
56, right there, 56. Watch the flag.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 38, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one complete to Coleman.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Let's get it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch QB drop. Check 9, check 9. Slow. Here we go, 47. 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Here we go.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Oh, Prescott stripped. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. You gonna see me in your nightmares. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 52.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack, and he powers his way up past the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, escaping the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
47.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
We call that sack flip.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 46.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down at the 50.
Prescott now from the 50. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's got room to run past the 20. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But There are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
His throw caught at about the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Under. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
40. It's just me and you.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Here we go. 46. 26.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.